and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the Enterbay Ip Man 4 figure. So as you can see, this is the box that contains the figure, and of course this is based on Ip Man 4 with Donnie Yen. Now I did get to see that one here recently, and I have seen all the Ip Man films, and I actually do have the first and second one right here on DVD. Like here's the first one, and also have the second one too as well. Now I got to see the third one like in the theaters. They had it here like in America for like a couple of days, and I went to see it in the theaters. I saw part 4, I think it was on Netflix. So yeah, I did enjoy all 4 of the films. And I know Enterbay has made figures based on like other Ip Man films too, like in the series, but this is the one I was able to actually pick up. And this is my first figure from Enterbay too as well, so I'm definitely kind of excited about that, you know, because I knew about Enterbay, I knew about their figure, because they done figures like in the past that I had missed out on, you know, that I wanted to get. So yeah, I'm going to go and get into this right now. So as you can see, this is the box that contains the figure, and it has an image of the figure right down the front. It says Enterbay. I must admit the likeness to Donnie Yen is good on this too. And of course right there it says Ip Man 4 with the Asian like writing. And it has it on the side too as well, and on the back too. And I know this also opens too, I think, right here. It has like a magnet type opening, where you can just open it up like that. So I think that's kind of cool. And of course this is a 6 scale figure, so I'm going to start getting into this right now. I see Enterbay gives you like a warranty thing, you know, like if you gotta get repairs or something like that. So I think that's kind of cool. And then this right here is the actual background diorama that comes with the figure too. Now as you can see, it's huge too. They actually have it wrapped in this plastic too as well. I gotta take all this off. I was kind of curious about this too. I know this would need like a lot of space if you wanted to be displayed with the figure. Now I must admit, this is cool. You can actually just display it like this if you want. This background, like just like this. But it also actually like opens up like this, and there's like a background scenes from the film. I think that's kind of awesome. So I'll probably definitely using this for photography. Then you could like flip it around, and you can set the background, see like another image from the film. So I think that's cool that Enterbay did this, you know. So I'll probably definitely working with this. I think this is awesome. This got to be one of the best diorama pieces I have ever seen. Now this is also like on the top of the figure. When you open it, it has like this cotton line that you can actually see like the figure on the inside. And this is how Donnie Yen looks, what Ip Man looks on the inside. Just give it a shot. Now as I move on through this, I want to show the actual stand first for the Enterbay Ip Man figure. You get this piece right here, which is the actual, like, I guess you could say neck piece. And it looks like it extends. I had to mess with it, but as you can see, this is how it actually looks. And I believe this will like lift up. And it does have like the cradle right here too as well, so you have to put them inside this cradle. Then you also have the actual stand right here too. Now this is interesting. It has a Ip Man 4 on it right there too, like the logo. So I think that's pretty cool. And it has like the peg thing. So what you would do was take this and just put it inside here. But another thing that's cool about this is it actually opens up. See, you can actually open this on up like that to actually give like I guess the figure like more stance, you know, or more space. And on the back I noticed it says Enterbay too as well. So I think that's kind of cool. But yeah, I think that's awesome that you can actually open this up. So I guess what you would do then was just take this and you just stick it into the hole. You gotta just go right inside this hole, but I'll leave it just like one piece right now. I'll just give you like an example of how that actually looks. And I guess this will just fold up like that. Then you know you have your cradle for the figure. And it's awesome. Yeah, because then what you can do with this, you can just open it on up like this. So now you even have more space. So I probably can put like accessories right here around, like, you know, the Ip Man figure. So I think that's pretty cool. That's awesome. I think it's probably one of the best like display stands I've ever seen. And as you can see, this here is the Ip Man, or you can say Donnie Yen figure. I just dug him out the box. So he has plastic on him still. It might be plastic on him in a lot of places too. But I know he had it on his head. And yeah, ooh, the likeness to Donnie Yen is just superb on this figure. They really did a good job with this. And he does stand too as well, as you can see. You get him just right. So what I want to do first is actually just measure the figure too. So when I measure him, he is like just under 12 inches. So a 6 scale figure. Now I'm checking him too. I won't be surprised he has like more plastic on him in other places. Yeah, it does, like he has like plastic on him too. But what I'm gonna do first is talk about the articulation and likeness to Donnie Yen on this figure. Now this is awesome. The likeness to Donnie Yen is just superb on this figure. That really does look like Donnie Yen. I'm amazed at that. I like the glossiness like in his eyes, so that's pretty cool. You can see he has like sculpted hair. And I do notice that he does have like plastic up under him, so around his waist, so I had to take that off. But these are the clothes that he does have on. And I think these are like working buttons too. These buttons that he had right here. I'm kind of scared to bother them though. But I think they're like working buttons though. Even the pockets, like the pockets, they're kind of like open. You can like put stuff in the pockets. And these are his like pants too. And here are his shoes. There are no peg holes on it, but he does have tread. I noticed it looks like there's a lot of static on it too as well. So yeah. Now his arms can go up like that. He does have a bend in them too as well, so you can bend the arms. He can split. He does have a bend in the leg. And I like how he has these socks on too. The detail now, he even had like these socks on that you can tell you can pull off, I guess, if you wanted to. So I think that's kind of cool. He can't really do an ab crunch, doesn't look like it. Head can turn left and right. I notice his neck is kind of tight, like he can't look down, so I don't know if that's how the figure was made. And you probably can if you actually force it, you know. Hands can turn, so he does like a hand swivel. Feet can turn too. I notice he also has like a ratchet type sound like in his feet too as well. And of course this right here is the actual cradle for the figure. So what you would have to do, now I must admit I prefer U-style cradles. You would have to actually open this on up. Now already I'm kind of am against that because I'm sure these can break if you're not careful. And as you can see, there's the Ip Man figure or Donnie Yen on the cradle on the stand. Now I must admit I prefer the U-style cradles that go like up under their between like their thighs. I prefer that kind. But this is pretty cool though, because I'm scared I might break because you always have to like open it up, you know. So yeah, I think this figure is amazing. This is awesome. As I move on, I want to touch on the accessories. And this right here is the, now he wore this mostly throughout this film, like when on part 4. Yeah, this on like mostly throughout the whole film. This is the black Chinese gown right here for the Ip Man figure. So let's see if I can open it on up. Now he did have this on for most of the film. Now I already heard that this can be a little troublesome to actually get on. As you can see, it's the side it actually looks. Because it even has like I think like buttons on it that I heard are kind of hard to actually put together. As you can see, that's how it looks. I think this would actually just drape over him. But of course you would have to actually get the arms through here too as well. So I'm gonna see if I can get this on him. Now I must admit I already had heard about like it was troublesome getting this robe on. And I believe I got this on right. Cause I actually still have the what you call him, like his main clothes underneath this. But as you can see, this side actually looks. Now I left it unbuttoned because I was having so much trouble with it. I wasn't really sure if I was doing it right. I think the collar was supposed to be a little more close, and it was hard actually getting like the button where that rope's actually going to that loop. And I think that's how it actually goes because I'm not really too sure because they don't give you instructions. Well, I didn't see none. But I actually just got it left open. But as you can see, this is how the actual gown looks on the Ip Man. So I know I probably will be displaying them most of the time like this. Oh yeah, and this has like a wire in it too. Cause I know it's like I bend it and it stays like it. It's not too strong and it's like it's at the bottom. Yeah, it's like around the bottom area you can actually bend this. So you can kind of bend it like it's flowing like in the wind. Even in the front I kind of noticed it. So this like there's like a wire frame in the gown too as well. But this is most likely how we will be displaying him though. And I probably will actually put that together eventually. Now the next accessory I want to talk about that comes with the Enterbay Ip Man 4 figure is this actual wooden chair. Now this chair, this is amazing. And I already know I'm going to be sitting him in this. Because I do some of my figures like that. I sit them down. Ones that come with chairs. But as you can see, this is how it actually looks. This is nicely detailed. I like that back part right there too. It looks like a real chair that they just took and shrunk down. So right now I'm going to see if I can just sit him down in this. Like I said, I'm not too big on these kind of cradles, you know. So I'm going to see if I can just sit him down. So I guess I would actually bend his knees. And he does have a ratchet type sound like in his legs too. I didn't mention that. I already knew about it too though. Like his legs, they have like a ratchet type sound in them. Which is unusual too. You don't really see 6 scale figures like that. Trying to really get them. So yeah, I probably really work with it. But you can like sit them down in the chair too. That's why I gotta get that robe right too. But yeah, as you see, he does sit. So you can sit him down in this. So I think that's kind of cool. I will be doing that too. That's probably how I be displaying them too a lot of times, like sitting. And then as I move on through the accessories, down the end has Ip Man has 8 interchangeable hands. So I guess you could say like a total of 10 interchangeable hands. He has these hands right here, which are like kind of like gripping hands. And these are sculpted pretty good too. Just like the veins, and I guess this probably was how his hands really looked. But you could tell that they're kind of like open, like you can put something in these. And I was left and right. Then he has these 2 right here, which are like some I guess like some fighting style hands. You know, like he got his hands like in these kind of poses. It's a left and right for those 2. Then he has these 2. Oh, I think this is cool. Here are some more like poses, like, you know, fighting style poses. And it's like a left and right each. I think that's cool. I like when they give us like a left and right for each pose, when they have like hands like this. Because not all figures do that. And then here are these right here, like these are 2 open like hands, like relaxed hands. So I already know I'm going to put some of these on him. And I do notice that his hands actually remove pretty easily too as well. The next accessory that comes with the Ip Man 4 figure is the actual hockey stick right here. As you can see, it does say San Francisco on it too. That's cool. Then he also has his suitcase too as well. Doesn't look like it can be open, but it does have a handle where you can put this like in his hand so you can hold it. Up next, you have this actual floor that comes with the figure. Now I think this is cool. It's heavy too. You can tell it's like it's metal. You can hear. Now one of the things I think is interesting about it, there's like one hole up there too. There's like a hole right there. So I wonder what that's for. And it's only right there. It isn't anywhere on here, but that's cool. Like I said, it's like metal too, you know. The last accessory that comes with him is this actual wooden dummy. Now there's a question I want to display him with this. He even has a stand for it too as well. Now I'm not exactly how sure it really goes, but I'm just going to see. But I know this actually goes, I think, up like this. You can set this right here that holds it up. So I think it just goes like this. And just pushing in. But I'm not sure if I really actually have it right though. But yeah, there's this actual wooden thing. As you can see, this is how it actually looks. I see these are even like kind of loose too, like you could take them out, but you could tell they actually are in. And you didn't have to assemble to see it. This was actually already like this. So there's also like his training dummy too as well. So I must admit that is awesome. This figure is superb. I really like this. I forgot to mention this too right quick. This actually has like a magnet in it, and it actually like sticks to the floor. Like if I move like down it right here, you could take this and it actually just sticks to that like that. So that's what this was for. It's like a magnet, so it actually sticks to this floor. So you do need this if you want to actually support it, you know. You would need this. So I think that's kind of cool. Okay, that's the Enterbay Ip Man 4 6 scale figure, or Ip Man 4 the finale. This figure is awesome and superb, and this is my first figure from Enterbay. Now they've done figures in the past that I wanted and I had missed out on them. So yeah, I'm definitely excited about this. Now there is another one I got my own. I want the Jet Li figure if I can get it, you know, because I was waiting for it, you know, but they would never put it up and I had mixed out on it. But I'm hoping that I could still actually be able to pick up the Wong Fei Hong figure from like Once Upon a Time in China. Hope I can actually pick that up. Now again, this is based on like Donnie Yen appearance in the Ip Man 4, which I did get to see. I just watched it here recently, like on Netflix, but I did see all the films. I saw the first two, which I do have. I have the first one here on DVD, then I have the second one on DVD, and I saw the third one in the theaters. They had like showing here like in America. It was like in the theaters for I think like about one day or a couple of days, and I went and saw it, and I liked that too. But yeah, I definitely recommend picking this figure on up. So now I even have my eyes on actual Enterbay figures, but I know they don't really have a lot that I'm interested in getting, you know. But I think this figure is amazing. The likeness to Donnie Yen is superb and awesome. I like the accessories that he comes with too as well, so I know I'm going to probably have some fun with this, you know. But anyway, please leave a comment and subscribe too as well.